Hey everybody, Chad Madden here, and I have another special guest today in preparation to help you get ready for Bootcamp San Diego. Really excited for the event. Over 200 private practice people are going to be there with over 150 owners. Really excited to meet you. But our special guest today, I want to introduce Bob. Bob is the resident billing specialist here with us at BBTM. He has helped a ton of owners, and right now is actually for lack of a better term, handling or working with the billing for a dozen BPTM practice owners right now. And so first of all, welcome to the call, Bob.
Thank you, Chad. Nice to see you.
And yeah, it's if I didn't pronounce his last name correctly, it's Kowalick. So I practiced it a lot to get that right. And Bob is with CRS is the name of his company. He has a goodie here for you that he'll give you at the end of the call, which is was very enlightening for our practice as well, and I got it right to our billing people. But Bob, you and I have talked about in the past, like the two types of practice owners that you've talked with, and frankly, most of us struggle with billing, and we're not really sure exactly what's going on in our billing. We think we should be receiving more money, and it's not in our bank account, and we don't know where to go. So can you talk about that process, about how you're working with owners, what struggles they're facing, and how you handle that?
Yeah, sure. I think the biggest thing that I see is just missing information. Most practice owners really struggle to know what to monitor, know what to measure, to really translate what those metrics mean into something that's actionable. And a lot of practice owners don't even know where to go to find the data that they need to start with. And this is pretty much the same whether they're already outsourced to another billing service or they have in-house billing. They struggle getting the data that they need to get that preliminary idea of how things are actually going. That's where I always start. I always start with collecting some data, doing some analysis. Just like a physical therapist would do an initial evaluation on a new patient. I do that with every practice owner that I talk with, and we have something concrete, something objective that we can start the conversation with.
Awesome. And I know you and I haven't even talked about this, but I'm going to bring it up anyhow, just because I hear it. You work with multiple billing systems. So yes. It's not like I don't need to go out and buy XYZ billing software to work with you, and you're not selling me software. You'll allow it, so it doesn't matter who I'm with. You'll still work with me regardless of the billing.
Yeah, I just believe that the practice should have the control over their data, over their EMR and their billing history. All of the data that's in the billing history should be yours, and I should be allowed into your system to work for you, as opposed to me kind of having this extra bit of control over all this information that I really shouldn't have. It should be our relationship should be only about the relationship, not about who has control over information.
Yeah.
So we do remote into client system.
Awesome. So Bob is going to be at Bootcamp in San Diego. Really exciting for that. If you have a billing question or you need an assessment, I highly recommend you seek him out there. Again, he'll be there at the CRS booth. Check him out. Awesome conversation. By the way, as a tidbit, and I missed this in the introduction, Bob is actually a former private practice owner and has an entire family of either physical therapists or aspiring private practice PT. So can you talk a little bit about that as well?
Yeah. I started a practice a long time ago. Did a lot of the things that you guys do in a different era. So it was a similar model, but a different application. Grew to about 10,000 visits a month and sold the practice. Kept my billing department intact, spun it off, and that's what Certified Reimbursement Solutions is the remnant of my old practice. And we just help other practice owners get a control over the revenue cycle as well as I had it when I did it in-house. And my wife's physical therapist. My son starts PT school at the University of Utah. He was accepted into 7 schools, picked Utah, and starts May 15th. So we're planning his move out of Michigan, and so hopefully that'll go real smooth for him. But yeah, looking forward to him being able to take care of his old dad when all my martial arts aches and pains come back to haunt me. So.
That's great. What's the Utah Utes? Is that the
Utes? Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Awesome. So, okay. And also, Bob, you wrote a report paper on billing as well. So, and I think that's a great point for everybody to start at. Can you give us the link for that as well?
Yeah, it's basically a white paper on how the ideal time allocation should look inside of a billing process. So if you go to www.certifiedrsllc.com/billing model, you'll get to a landing page. You can tell me who you are and give me your email address, and you'll be able to just download it right there as a PDF. And if you want to have a little bit of a look into the weird brain of a guy that's trying to control billing process and make it a science, that'll give you a good head start on it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, if you're looking for increased reimbursements, getting paid for what you're really doing, Bob's the guy to talk to. He won't say this, but I'll tell you, he thinks way outside the box in billing. Really, really intelligent and a genius. Awesome conversation too. Look Bob up at Bootcamp, and you won't be disappointed. So we'll see you in San Diego, Bob. Thanks.
Looking forward to some sunshine.
Right on.
Okay, take care.